That is the worst cut of meat.
No, it's
not.
not.
Yes, it is.
Not if you go to the right place.
It is the worst. It has no fat in it. It's all...
That's why I like it. Anytime I've ever gotten any other cut of steak anywhere, it's too fatty for me and I can't eat it.
Oh, God. Oh, so you get your filet medium?
Medium, yeah.
How's your shoe leather taste?
Bros and hoes. You're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi.
Just doing business over here.
Wow. Just...
It never ends. It never ends.
New hair, don't care?
What? No?
Your hair looks short.
No, it's because it's behind me. Hold on a second.
Oh.
No, it's just, it was styled yesterday.
Oh, yes.
For the KB show. So, and it's funny. I always love like a day after look, where it's like you looks like you slept on it, but in a good way.
Yeah.
I got that going for me today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
How was the KB show?
You know what? It was great. And it really just makes me think that we should do live podcast shows.
Okay. I'll do it.
I like how you say this so nonchalantly, but then when we start the emails, you're like, well, how much money am I making?
Well, that is important. Why don't we plan like 2? Let's do Nashville and LA. So we don't really have to go.
I don't know about LA. Can we sell tickets there?
I don't know, actually.
I don't think.
Nashville. Let's just do Nashville.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Then you don't have to do anything. No, we need to have some sort of give and take here.
Oh.
It needs to be Nashville.
What about...
Maybe Canada?
Then we need work permits, and it's a whole freaking
Do
thing.
we?
Also, Canada, I found out, because I'm playing so many shows there this year, Canada just goes ahead and takes 25% out of your paycheck just right away for Canadian taxes.
Fucking Canadians.
So you try to make money, Canada is not the place.
Yeah. Hey, Canada.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Bow, bow. Anyways, that's annoying. But yeah, let's do it. Let's do a show.
Well, I've got us locked for Nashville if you want to do it.
Sure. Tell me when. Today's April Fool's Day.
I fucking hate April Fool's Day.
I was just saying that to the YFTers. It's the most annoying thing because you're like, everyone on Instagram and social media is like, memes are now outlawed. April. You're like, okay.
Outlawed. That's stupid.
I know.
Yeah, I hate it. I've told this story before, but my sister, years and years ago, played an awful prank on me where she told me she was pregnant.
Yeah.
She was very young and it wasn't funny.
Mm.
And I'm scarred now.
Yeah. Oh, I've told this story before, but I got April Fools when I was in college, and I was like I wasn't even dating her. I was just kind of hooking up with her, and she freaking April Fools me and told me she was pregnant. I was like, oh God. And this is back in the days.
That's mean.
I know.
It's one thing to do it to your sister, but to your significant other.
And I was on the road because we were on a rugby trip, and I was like driving back, and the internet or the cell phone reception kept going in and out. So I didn't know that it was an April Fool's thing until I got back. So it was like 6 hours of me just being like, well, my life's over. And then I definitely never hooked up with her again. That was the end of that.
How to lose a guy in one day.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. That was tough. Anyways, April Fool's Day is annoying, but I was making the joke that, like, I wonder if when Jesus came back to life, Judas was like, is this an April Fool's joke? It's kind of a funny
I don't
joke.
think they had it then.
No. It's funny. I went to church with my mom.
You did?
Yeah, it was Easter, and I went to church.
Okay.
Listen, I could, it meant something to my mom, and
very sweet.
I'm happy to,
Well, how was it? Did you learn anything?
Well, so it's so interesting because, like, when I used to go to church, I really never listened to the Gospels and the homilies. I just was like totally like, I don't give a shit,
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm older, I'm like, well, I want to listen to see what this guy has to say. Like,
you do? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Mm.
And what I took away from it was so funny because Jesus comes back to life, and all his disciples they think he's a ghost, and he's like, I'm not a ghost, and you can touch me. And he has like the disciples put their hands into his wound on his side, because he got stabbed, and then blood and water came out. And so that part I thought was interesting. I was like, Jesus, you might have been the Son of God, but like that sounds like an infection waiting to happen, because like they're all fishermen. They got stinky.
I would say
hands.
if you conquer death, that you're not worried about a little infection.
I guess, but like, what are we teaching? The people going forward, that you can just stick your fingers into wounds.
Yeah.
And then so the whole homily was about that, and it was about how we all carry around wounds and yada yada yada, and it was lovely. But the other thing that he says when he comes back to life, or he's like talking to his disciples, is he says, "Do you have any food?" And they give him some baked fish, and I think that, and so he was like, the priest was like, "What did you find was interesting in that thing?" And everyone was like, he's like, "Stick your dirty fisherman fingers into my wound." That's what everyone found interesting.
Ew.
Not me, not this guy. I was like, you come back to life and your first thought is, I'm hungry. Can I have some fishies?
Yeah.
Like I just thought that's interesting. Like, if you don't need to eat, you've been dead and you came back to life and you're hungry.
Yeah, think about like when you sleep for a long time and you wake up and you're like, "Oh, I'm so hungry,
starved."
Yeah.
And to me, that's just such a funny thing that they put in the Bible. It's like, he was like, you guys got some grub?
Well, they're sitting there and they're like, we got to make this relatable.
Yeah.
You know?
And also like, hey, listen, if I just died and you motherfucker didn't help me get down from that cross or whatever, all you got is baked fish. Okay. Can we get something better over here? Some matzo ball soup, maybe.
I want some bread, like carbs.
Yeah. Some like, lox of cream cheese, some latkes. I'm just going through all the things that I know are Jewish foods. Because JC was Jewish.
Right, I forgot.
Yeah. But what's so funny about Easter is, do you know why Easter changes every year?
Because it's got to be on a Sunday?
The date changes every year. So it's the first full moon after the spring equinox, which is a pagan. Like, it's not even close to being some sort of Catholic thing. That's just straight up paganism, which I think is so funny that all these holidays that we have, they're just stolen from paganism. Like Christmas is like, which I think is hilarious. And I was thinking about that the entire time I was at church, because there's a big part of like incense. There's a lot of incense that's happening at church. And I was like, this seems like some hippy dippy shit, Like, I feel like I'm some sort of like yurt about to like do some fucking sound bathing, and I got some incense being thrown at me.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it was. Anyways, it was. I went to a really lovely church. Actually, I quite enjoyed it. I drive past all the time. It's right by your mom's house.
Is it the really like elaborate one?
Yeah, Moore Park. It's
I know
beautiful.
exactly what you're talking about. It is gorgeous.
Yeah. I drive past all the time, and I'm like, well, if I ever go to church, I'm going to go to that one. So then I took my mom there, and she's like, wow, this church is beautiful. I was like, I know. Anyways, I went to church because I am a good boy. And,
right.
Yeah. So anyways, did you have a nice Easter?
Yeah. I mean, spent it with KB down in the ATL, I just didn't really think about like, hey, this is Easter when I signed up for this, because I feel like if you're here, I like went on a rant earlier about holidays, because it seems to me that once you're an adult, holidays just don't count, right? Like, holidays are kind of for kids. And unless you have kids, I just don't think you really get to celebrate the same way, because like, I have to fucking work on holidays. You work on holidays. We podcast a lot of times on holidays. Like, adults have to continue on with life on holidays. Yeah. And there's like people out here, like adults being like, yeah, it's spring break. So I'm like going on vacation. You're not in school. You don't get to spring break. So it's a kid's thing. Easter, like, fine, go to church and then like continue on with your shit. Like, unless you have kids, need the Easter egg hunts and the painting of the eggs and stuff. Fine. Get it. Totally get it for the kids. Mm-hmm. But if no kids, like, sorry, you don't get to just cop out on life because it's a holiday. There's too many of them.
But if you do have kids, then you do get to go on the spring break thing. So what are you going to do? You got these assholes back at home, you know?
I guess that's the perk to having kids because there's a lot of cons, you know? So I guess like one of the perks is you get to really hone in on the holidays.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I think holidays are just whatever. It's just another excuse to get drunk, you know?
Yeah.
But we went to the club yesterday for Easter with the club, the country club.
Oh, my mother would like you to take her there, by the way.
Okay.
She was like, "Can Wells take me like sometime as his guest?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure."
Yeah, anytime. But there was a petting zoo. Okay, your life is a petting zoo, so like this is
I don't
whatever.
like petting zoos. So.
Oh my God, did I have the best time at the petting zoo? Oh my goodness. Okay, so you walk in and they give you a solo cup full of food, right? Like hay and like chopped up carrots and stuff. They had 3 alpacas.
Cute.
They had 2 calves.
Very cute.
They had so many, what are the things with goats? So many goats. Sometimes the goats are mean though. They'd come and like ram
goats are
people.
Little shits, yeah.
Yeah. A bunch of lambs.
Love a little lamb.
1 rooster that was just and all day long, like he knew his job and he was nailing it. A bunch of chicks, a bunch of bunny rabbits, 2 camels.
What?
It was I know it was for kids, but it was the most fun thing I've done in a very long time was hang out. Look at my Instagram stories. I did videos of it.
My thing with petting zoos is like, I feel like typically the quality of life of those animals is not great outside of the said petting zoo. I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions to that rule, but yeah, don't love it. Like camels aren't really supposed to be like in a little like pen for you to pet, you know?
Yeah. They do camel rides at the place, they said.
Don't like that either.
Yeah, but you ride a horse every day, so.
It's different.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's different.
Have you seen like the way they get camels down hills in like the Middle East or whatever?
I have not.
So they make the camels walk up this hill and, you know, with all the stuff or whatever. And then they have like, it's like a zip line back down and they put them in like this big, I don't know, sling, and they put goggles over its eyes and they shove him down the thing.
I definitely don't like that.
I know. Also, that poor camel only knows what it's like to walk uphill. He's never gotten the joy of gravity making life easier for him.
No.
Poor camel.
I know.
Other big news. This is our 300th episode.
Oh, this is the one?
I think so.
Cool. Are we going to do something or like no?
I think that we said that maybe on Wednesday we would do like an Instagram live.
Oh, like a quickie Instagram live, yeah.
Well, that's what you wanted to do. The original thought was we were going to listen to the first episode of the show.
I thought we were doing that too.
We can do that. Well, we can do a Instagram. So maybe this is what we'll do is if you're listening to this, you want to do it on Wednesday or do you want to do it on Thursday? It's going to be like 45 minutes, bro.
That long?
I think so.
No, an Instagram live is like 10 minutes.
Okay. You are too, I feel like we've gotten to the point now, Brandi, where you're too busy for this show.
I am fucking busy.
All right. Maybe this is the 300th and the last episode.
Oh,
of the show.
You're the one that keeps saying that, not me.
I'm just saying.
Not me. I am really fucking busy though.
Okay, well, we'll try to carve out.
Look at this calendar; it's out of control.
We'll try to carve out a couple minutes for the YFTers on Thursday.
Yeah, like
night.
a hot 10. It's great.
Yeah, a hot 10.
A hot 10 men's.
Yeah. Anyway, it's so funny. I was thinking about it. Like, so we've done 300 episodes. So like, conventional wisdom would say that we've done this show for 6 years because if you do 52 episodes a year, effectively, but that's not true because the first like 2 years of this show.
Oh yeah, we did like what every other week.
We did bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly?
Yeah, we did two a month, I think.
Every other week.
Yeah, bi-monthly.
Okay, yeah, bi-monthly. I was thinking like every other month. I was like, nah.
No. So yeah, we have got to have been doing this show for 7 or 8 years now. 2016? Did we start it in 2016?
I think earlier.
I went on the show and I went on Bachelorette on 2016, and I feel like
Oh,
the
so
thought
yeah, right when you
was-
came back.
right when we came back.
You're right.
Anyways, wow.
It's a
What
very
a-
long time.
What a long, strange trip it's been, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But we love the YFTers.
We really do. I met a lot of them last night. There were some at KB's show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's nice of them.
And they were like, hell, Wells, we
Hmm.
need a live podcast. And I was like,
I
I tell
know.
him.
I know. And I'd be so good at it because I am
I
very
know.
entertaining in person. You know? I mean,
I do
you
think
could-
you'd be good at it.
you could DJ it.
No, they can't. You can't afford me.
Beep, beep, whoop, 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 whoop.
We'll let you DJ.
Fine.
Great.
Terrible crossovers, crossfades.
Just a bunch of really sad music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Conor Oberst on repeat.
Nice.
Should we start the show? Should we start
Oh.
the 300th episode?
Yeah.
Would you like to do the honors, my
Sure.
darling? Please. The floor is yours.
Bros and hoes. You're listening to the 300th episode of Your Favorite Thing podcast with...
Well done, Brandi. We've done way too many of these episodes.
I can't believe anybody listens.
I can't either, but God bless them, you know.
God bless them.
God bless them.
You know, I gotta say, I've started listening to podcasts a little bit when I'm flying.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice. I kind of get it. I get why people like it.
Totally.
You know?
Wait until you get into audiobooks, my friend.
No.
Then
mm-mm.
your life will change. What
No.
podcast do you listen to?
Select episodes of Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, a lot of people like Call Her Daddy. Can you listen to our show so we can
Well,
get
sometimes because I have our show saved and favorited
Yeah.
or whatever, and like auto download and all that
Mhm.
stuff. So like I listened to the Brittany Snow episode of Call Her Daddy, which was great, by the way.
Oh yeah, there was some drama there.
Yeah, and I missed all that because I miss everything.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting, and I really like her, and I didn't know much about her really.
Beast
Anyway, I
Mode?
listened to that, and then it bled into our episode
Nice.
after. You know, just like auto cues
What do
you
you
up with the next one.
What show is better? Call Her Daddy or Your Favorite Thing podcast?
I mean.
This is an ad for Call Her Daddy. I saw that like Beast Snow was like saying, you know, yeah, my ex-husband or whatever was like definitely doing things he shouldn't have been doing with a
Mhm.
reality TV star.
Mhm.
And then that reality TV star, I don't even know who it is. The girl was like, can you imagine recording a podcast in your dirty city while I'm literally in like Lake Como waiting for a massage? Get over yourself. And it was like,
Isn't that fucking girl on Selling Sunset
Selling
or some
Sunset
shit?
or something. Let me tell
So
you something.
you're gonna take a dig at the esteemed actress with
Yeah,
an
yeah.
insane resume on IMDb. By the way, I looked it up.
Mhm. With real
You're gonna
talent.
take a dig at her, and you're famous for being on reality television that most people don't even watch. I've never seen an episode. Cool.
Which, by the way, I was talking to someone recently about Selling Sunset, and they're like, I was like, do they sell anything? And they're like, no, they don't do
No.
shit. This, and I'm like, okay, well, can I be on the show then? If I don't have to do anything, I get paid for it. Yeah, but I love that she was just like, first of all, dude, reality, like career reality TV people have fucking no shame, dude.
No, I know. I mean, I feel like you have to have no shame to make it doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just have to have that personality
Totally. And
to
like,
survive it.
yeah. And like, I guess to be somewhat like interesting, like that's such a shitty thing to say, but
Yeah.
like, I'm sure that's like going to be a good storyline on the show, I guess. I don't know.
I guess.
Anywho, I saw that Gerri and Theresa still haven't moved in with one another.
You know what? I think that's great.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
I'm all about like separate spaces, sleep in different rooms if you want to,
Mm-hmm.
like have different houses. Great. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I do think you need like two different rooms of your house that like is yours. Like I have my office. Sarah has the rest of the house. No, she actually has her office. But the weather's now she's been on the patio a lot,
Yeah.
which has also been claimed as She stuck the flag in the ground and claimed this land, Terra Sarah. Yeah, anyways. So The Bachelor's over. We're happy for Joey.
Very.
You know, he seems like he's in a good space.
It seemed great. Yep.
Kelsey started following me on Instagram. I saw that.
Can she come on the pod? I love her.
Sure. We'll probably have Joey on too, I suppose.
I mean, sure. I just think she's so cool.
I know. I honestly, it's so funny. Like, what I want to talk to her about is New Orleans and restaurant recommendations. That's what I want to talk to her about. I don't really care about her experience on the show and all that kind of stuff.
I want her hair tips.
Yeah, right?
God, how do I get that hair?
We used to don't have as much body.
I don't have as much hair. I have like 5 hairs on my head.
I know. I saw something, because like whatever on my For You page, it was like, is Maria the next Tyler Cameron? And she's too big for being the Bachelorette, and she's going to have this whole other career. What?
Tyler has a career?
That's I love you, Tyler, but
I like him too, but
that was a funny
I
joke.
don't know if I'd call it a career.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that's a terrible take. I think it's a horrible, horrible take.
Yeah.
Like, I guess other than me and KB and Nick, has anyone done something big outside of the Bachelor world? And like Ben, I guess.
Rachel.
Yeah. Okay. Rachel. Yeah. She's a lawyer and now she's a correspondent. Yeah. Okay. It's just really hard to do.
You know, JoJo kind of.
Yeah.
She and Jordan have a show. I've never seen it, but.
Yeah. But she really what she does, I think, is like flips houses and stuff, which is what she did beforehand with her family.
They turned it into a show, I guess.
But that show didn't take off. She did like some like divorcee reality TV dating show. Yeah, Jordan actually is probably the best example of that, being such a huge sportscaster. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's just really, really hard to like make it out and do something else after that. And like the thought of like, I think I'm too big for this. Who's to say that any of this is true? But I saw that on my Instagram feed and I was like, she thinks she's the next Tyler Cameron? Okay, maybe. We'll see. But you also just might be on like the 5th season of Fuckboy Island, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I could see her going on that show.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
There's a new one. It was supposed to be called Fuck Girl Island, but I don't think that they wanted it to be called that. So it's called Lovers and Liars.
But it's the same thing?
Yeah. Hosted by
Alon's doing it?
Alon's doing it. Nikki Glazer's hosting it. Bill Dixon's EP in it, I believe.
All right.
So anyways, rooting for that one. Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you have some fave things, bro?
I don't think I do.
Okie dokie.
I've been busy.
This is why I keep asking if you want to do this show.
I do. I just want you to watch all the stuff.
There is some work that goes into doing this show.
Wait, let me think about it. It.
Luckily I've got some stuff.
I feel like I watched something new.
Okay. Well, I wanted to ask you this, like, because you mentioned that you did want to watch it. Did you end up watching The Gentleman?
I know. I haven't started it.
You're gonna love it.
Oh, really? Everyone's told me it's not good.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I mean, I think it is. It's stereotypical Guy Ritchie, and it is similar.
I like Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, and it's similar to because The Gentleman was a movie.
The movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When aristocratic Eddie inherits the family estate, he discovers that it's home to a huge weed empire, and its proprietors aren't going anywhere. The Gentleman. Theo James is fantastic in this.
I've been on the Theo James train for so long.
Yeah. He's very, very good. He's very likable. He's the son that gets the inheritance. And it's supposed to go to the oldest son, which is the character's name is Freddie, played by this guy named Daniel Ings, who is
feel like I've
so
heard of him.
fucking funny. He is so good in this.
Okay.
Highly recommend. Vinnie Jones is in it. Jolie Richardson, who you've seen before in a lot of stuff. Really a great cast.
How far in are you?
I think 4 episodes in.
Okay.
It's great. No complaints. Very highly recommended. You're the one who brought it up, so I thought that was something that you might had watched and just forgotten about.
No, I was kept wanting to start it, but I've had a few people be like, "Yeah, the first episode's good, and then it gets kind of boring." So I'm like, "Oh shit, well maybe not then."
Yeah.
And I think it's hard when because I thought the movie was pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's hard when
love the
you
movie.
take a really great movie and try to turn it into a show. Sometimes that doesn't work out well.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's different. I think it's a prelude to what the movie is.
Oh, so it's not exactly the same?
I think it's like the story of the family before the movie.
Oh,
I think.
Well, that makes it better.
Anyways, I really, really liked it. But not as much as I loved The 3-Body Problem.
Okay, is it good? Wait, did you finish it?
Yes. And
Wow.
That's why I feel kind of bad, because I really only watched it because it was the only thing that I didn't diversify my watching because I just got obsessed with it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I watched the preview and I was like,
A fateful decision made in 1960s China reverberates in the present, where a group of scientists partner with a detective to confront an existential planetary threat. 3-Body Problem on Netflix. So I read this book, and this book was too much for me. I remember being very confused a lot, and I thought it was very dense, and I was interested to see how they would be able to pull this off. Now, it's the guys that did Game of Thrones who are making this. So it's very well done. The cast is great, and there's a lot of people from Game of Thrones on the show.
Really?
Yeah, like Liam Cunningham. He was on Game of Thrones. He's big in this. Benedict Wong is in it, and he's in the Marvel universe with Doctor Strange. Isa Gonzalez.
Oh yeah,
she's in it.
She's cool.
Jess Hong is kind of like the star of the show, and there's this other guy named Will Downing who's played by this amazing actor named Alex Sharp. And I was like, I kept on saying to Sarah, I was like, he is such a good actor, and he's not doing anything, but he's so good. And she's like, yeah, he's just like fully in it and very subtle. And then, oh yeah, you know who else is in it? Jonathan Pryce, who played like the Sparrow, in Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great. Now, kind of give you like a little bit of a rundown of kind of what it is. So, in 1960s, like communist China, this family of scientists are kind of like just accused of being like heretics because they like believe in evolution and physics and stuff, and they kill the father, and the mother like completely like betrays the family, and the daughter gets sent to like kind of concentration camps, I guess. But she is such a like amazing scientist. They send her to this kind of like lab in China where they're sending out signals into space, and she comes in contact with alien race. And she finally comes in contact with them, and the alien race responds and is like, do not contact us again. We are not a peaceful people. You are in danger if they find this out. And she's like dealing with communist Russia and kind of being like treated like a piece of shit. And she's kind of like, fuck it, come on, let's go.
Oh shit.
And then it fast forwards to like now, and all these physicists and scientists start killing themselves and dying, and you're like, what's going on? And there's kind of like one group of physicists who are all working together, kind of like at at one of those like the CERN laboratories where they speed up protons and make them collide and stuff. They're getting weird results and stuff, and they kind of band together and they start figuring out what's going on. And there's like kind of a big like virtual reality portion of the whole thing. I don't want to give too much away, but basically it's like we've contacted aliens and they're coming, and it is so good. I loved it. 2 thumbs way up high.
Wow.
10 out of 10. I would go watch it again. I really, really liked it.
Really?
And what I loved about it is you're getting another season. Like it ends good. And you're like, well, we have to have more,
Yeah, I like that.
I do too.
Nice.
Yeah. Really liked it. Yeah.
I remember what I watched.
Okay, good.
It's called Manhunt, which that's already been a show, but it's on Apple Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I watched this.
Oh, you did? It's about the JFK assassination. One of the guys from Masters of the Air is in it. He plays John Wilkes Booth.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you said JFK assassination.
Oh, sorry.
Different. Yeah.
I told you I'm sleepy.
Yeah. Different president who was assassinated.
So you have seen it?
I have not seen it. Thoughts?
It didn't grasp me.
Wow.
I know.
The aftermath of the first American presidential assassination and the fight to preserve and protect the ideals that were the foundation of Lincoln's Reconstruction plans. Manhunt. It's so funny. Anthony Boyle is in it.
He is.
Yeah, who was in? That's who you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, he was in Sarah's dad's play on Broadway. That was
very
Harry
cute.
Potter. Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I just like watched it at like a time maybe when I was too tired and wasn't engaged. I don't know, but like it just wasn't grasping me, and I was really disappointed about that because I was kind of excited about this show.
Yeah.
But I also just really wish they had come up with a different name, because there's that whole Manhunt series on Netflix that is so good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might give it one more shot, but I'd love for you.
How many episodes did you get in?
Just one.
Okay. I'll watch it.
And I was like,
I'll watch it because Sarah's going to want to watch it because of Anthony. So,
yeah, I mean, I love him. And I loved him in Masters of the Air, but he plays a very different role in this, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
And speaking of just on Apple Plus, did you finish Constellation?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Didn't love it, huh?
You know, I don't want to ruin it for you because you should finish it. Here's what I think. I think they gave away too much too soon to where the ending was like very anticlimactic. And like, I feel like we figured everything out we needed to like 2 or 3 episodes before it was over. And then like the last episode, like just didn't deliver anything new, didn't pack a punch. There was no twist. It was just kind of like, that was it.
I want to finish that one because I really liked the first couple episodes of that.
I did too.
Okay, so I finally finished Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I saw your post about this on Instagram.
You know, I usually like don't ever do that because I want to save it for the show. But then I'm like, there's a lot more people that follow me that then listen to this show. So maybe who the fuck, man, who cares, you know? Anyways, have you finished it?
I haven't yet.
Oh, okie dokie. Well, I loved that book. Absolutely loved it. I was like making excuses to like go on walks so I could listen to it. It's so like the end is like,
that's what I've heard.
It gets you, but it's not. You said your friend Kirsten said it was sad. It is sad.
Yeah.
But like the end didn't like break my heart. I was like, oh, I felt positive about it.
Oh, okay. I think she was like teary when she was finishing reading it.
I was
like,
too.
You good, bro?
I cried at the end. That's how I know.
Okay.
I know I love a book is when it gets me to cry, and I'm like, this is a book. Like I'm not even, you know. I saw something, you know, that they're like, say the weird thing. We're desperately, you know, wanting realness, and someone's like, reading a book is really just like looking at symbols and hallucinating. I'm like, that's so very true. And what's even crazier is that then it makes you cry and you're like, I'm just looking at symbols, I'm hallucinating. This is so sad.
It's funny. I don't cry.
Yeah. You don't have feelings though.
Yeah, I
You
do.
don't have.
Yeah.
Do you,
I love my Azzy girl so much. And all my animals.
That's the only thing that brings you joy.
Yeah.
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 And like bread. Yeah, like
no, bread is pretty good.
Like I'm actually kind of a foodie.
Are you?
Like in the sense of like when I'm traveling, for instance. Like one of my favorite things about traveling is like trying the food and like going out to like the place and like getting the thing and like, I'm like kind of a foodie.
Yeah.
In that way.
That's good. Good for you.
Yeah.
You should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. Love that too.
We went to STK last night. Have you ever been to an STK?
Sound Tribe Sector 9?
No.
ST.
What the fuck is that?
Sound Tribe STS.
It's a steakhouse.
9. Oh. No.
Sound Tribe? What did you say?
Sound Tribe Sector 9. You don't know about Sound Tribe Sector 9? You're a DJ and you don't know about Sound Tribe?
No.
Yeah, well, they're a band.
Oh. No, this is a steakhouse.
Okay.
It's a chain.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a restaurant, but like kind of a club vibe. Like they play club music and it's really dark and like, I don't know. It's got vibes. Not typically a certain place I would go, but it was the only thing open last night. So we went. If you find yourself going to STK, because I think it's a pretty popular spot, the best thing on the menu, the mac and cheese. Holy fucking shit. It was so fucking good.
Yeah. Mac and cheese is always good at a steak joint.
Not all, but it's
there
always
bacon
good,
in it?
but like.
Was there bacon in it? Was there
What?
bacon in it?
No, we got it with there was an option for bacon and there was an option for lobster. And we were like, you know what? I feel like we just want it original.
Yeah. OG.
And we made the right call. And it was bomb as fuck because here's the thing. At a steakhouse specifically, it's all about the sides for me. Like I want every side on the menu. The sides are bomb. So for the mac and cheese to be the best side on the menu, pretty big deal.
Oh.
And I would say at STK, it is the side to get.
What steak did you get?
I didn't get a steak. I got a lobster pasta.
Oh. You went to a steak
Bomb.
joint and got lobster.
Yeah. Bomb.
Okay.
Bomb.
Yeah. Do you eat steak?
Yeah. I do.
Okay. What's your...
It was a little late to be eating
Fair
steak.
enough. But do you have a favorite...
It was like 9
Do you have a
p.m.
favorite cut of steak?
Oh, I just always get a fillet. I'm like a fillet girly.
That's the worst.
Yeah, just a little baby fillet.
That is the worst cut of meat. And it's...
No, it's
yes,
not.
It is.
Not if you go to the right place.
It is the worst. It has no fat in it. It's all...
That's why I like it. Anytime I've ever gotten any other cut of steak anywhere, it's too fatty for me and I can't eat it.
Oh, God. You don't know.
Gross.
Ribeye, baby. Ribeye.
No. Absolutely
Medium
not.
rare.
Absolutely not.
Oh, so you get your filet medium?
Medium, yeah.
How's your shoe leather taste?
Guess how Tish gets her steak cooked?
I'm sure well done with ketchup on top. I'm sure it's like...
Extra well. She wants it butterflied and charred.
Ugh. Does she... She can just take her belt off and eat it if she wants.
Yeah.
God.
Like she's to the point where like a lot of places we go have said to her, we won't do that.
Good for them.
You know?
Good for
and then
them.
she's like, but that's the only way I can eat it.
Yeah.
And they're like, sorry, pick something else.
That's so funny. Your mom, it's so funny because she is, she's a rich person now, but she definitely still has some like trailer park in her still, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And she is proud of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
She's proud
She's
of
like
it.
That Reba McEntire song, Fancy. Here's one chance, Fancy, don't let me down.
Yep.
You might have been born
That's
just
her.
plain white trash, but Fancy was your name. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. That's a great song. By the way,
That is a good song.
speaking of rich people who are really trailer park trash, Reba McEntire, I used to wait on her at Bricktops, and she would always get the rotisserie chicken with, baby, can I get some ketchup? And she would slather ketchup on top of it, and I thought that was very interesting.
So nasty.
So gross, Reba McEntire. But also, I love Reba McEntire. She's the best.
Yeah, she's great.
She's the best. Speaking of food, I do have a bone to pick with grocery stores. Okay.
Okay.
Do you get like boar's head or private select sliced meat from the deli?
Do I?
Yeah, like for sandwiches.
Yeah, if I go to Publix, absolutely.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
Totally.
I'm not talking about like the processed, packaged, like.
Right.
I'm talking about from
like
the.
You go to the counter and
yes.
you say, I want this much of this and I want it sliced like this.
Exactly.
Yes.
Private select, boar's head. And a lot now what they have a lot is like kind of like a little station where they have like their most kind of popular ones already kind of bagged out and ready to go.
Yes.
Hey, grocery stores, let's stop putting the sticker over the Ziploc portion. Because every time you do that, I have to rip that part. And then when I try to get the Ziploc thing over, I can't do it because there's two sides of the sticker still sticking up there. Can we figure out a way to ensure that it hasn't been opened, but also that I can open it down the road and close it to lock in freshness? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating. And then you try to peel it off and you rip the bag and then you're like, well, now this is fucking ruined.
True.
True.
I have a bone to pick.
Pick away.
Hey, boxed water companies.
Huh. Yeah.
Let's not trick everyone into thinking, oh, we're better for you. No plastic. We're sustainable. Like, blah, blah, blah. All boxed water is lined on the inside with plastic that we don't see.
Really?
Did you know that?
No.
I'm fucking devastated. Here I was thinking I finally found a water that tastes good, that's not in plastic, it's alkaline, it's good for me, I'm saving the planet. Wrong.
Why don't they just put water in cans?
Sometimes I don't like the way the water tastes in a can.
I know, but at least you can recycle aluminum.
I will say the liquid death water does taste good.
Oh, does it?
And that one's in the can. Yeah. That's the only can water I like.
Yeah, like I just if we were just like, I know it doesn't taste as good, but it's definitely better for like the environment. So we're just all gonna have to just deal with this.
Us, we're all drinking microplastics. Like it's fucked up. And here, like, they should not be allowed to advertise like, oh, boxed water.
Yeah.
Lined with fucking plastic. Put it on the outside. I want to read that shit. I want to know. I'm mad.
Do you have a water filter for your house though?
Yeah, I do.
Same with me. Like I just carry my Yeti everywhere with me.
Same,
now.
but I find myself in a lot of situations where
when you're traveling.
Yeah, exactly. Or where all people fucking have are plastic bottles of water, like hotels and stuff, and it's frustrating. I
know. Let's get away from the plastic bottles.
I'm really trying. I really try hard to like not drink out of plastic at all.
Yeah.
But I was, even though I thought it was boxed.
Oh God, you're a terrible person. Yeah. Someone sent me a new soundboard submission.
Oh, that's exciting.
That I thought you might like this one.
Oh, okay, cool. I already like it. Is this on Spotify?
I wrote a song about my past relationships.
Well, my friend, I wrote a song about my past relationship, and it goes something like this. What the fuck was that?
That's too good.
Have I already made it into a button?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
I love that somebody commented, is this on Spotify? That's funny.
I just like, hello, my friend. I made a song about my past relationship. What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
That's good.
I think we've got a call.
Oh. I personally love the calls.
Hi, Wells and Brandi. This is Allie from the Chicago suburbs calling in. I just listened to your episode, and congratulations, Brandi, for adopting a new donkey. You were talking about musicians, and so I thought maybe you should name it after your sister, because her birthday.
Absolutely not.
Maybe you can call him Destin the Donkey. Destin, the donkey. I think it's genius.
Double D?
Thanks, guys. Love your show.
Double D. That's
I
funny.
do like Double D.
Double D's not bad.
Yeah. Did you come up with a name?
I haven't yet, and he gets here in 10 days.
When? Oh, you guys still got some time.
I got a little time, yeah.
All right. I did like that. If you guys want to call in and tell us your favorite thing or just make any observations that we play on the show, 858-630-1856 is the number. Again, 858-630-1856.
If you guys could call in and bring some shit to the table, since I don't, that would be great.
Yeah. By the way, we're currently taking applications for a new co-host of YFT. If you're interested and living in the contiguous United States, please feel free.
I feel like that's not even really a requirement.
I don't think so either, actually. You can be wherever the fuck you want to be. Yeah. It's a state of mind, baby. Yep. YFT is just a state of
True.
mind. That's all I got.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have some music you want to go out on?
Let's see.
Like, not even that you could have, looked into before the show.
I don't like to look before. I like to just be, on the cusp.
Yeah, but...
for the moment.
Yeah, but... No, but see, the thing is, it's your favorite thing, not the thing that you might think would be your favorite thing.
I listen to a lot of new music, okay? Let's just see what I got here.
You want to listen to some Sound Tribe Sector 9?
We can.
No.
You don't want to? You're not into it.
Do you know Sierra Ferrell?
I don't.
I'm digging on this chick. This is a song called American Dreaming that I think you guys would dig on.
I like
American Dreaming. Yeah, she's
great
good,
voice.
Right? Yeah. You got anything?
KALEO finally put out a new song.
KALEO.
Whatever. Where the hell have they been?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah. Lonely Cowboy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
I'm a lonely cowboy.
No, you're not.
No?
No, you're doing just fine.
Okay.
You're the literal opposite.
Out.
You're married and you live in Studio City.
Yeah. Maybe. I want to be a lonely cowboy.
Do you?
No. I mean, maybe.
So.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's go out on some Reba McEntire fancy.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. What you got coming up?
I will be in Fort Lauderdale Friday night.
Yeehaw.
For a little gig at some place called the Rock Bar.
Cool.
Apparently it's Tortuga Festival weekend, so it should be pretty litty.
That is Spanish for turtle.
Okay. And then on Saturday night, I will be in Austin, Texas, doing a little gig at a spot called Superstition.
Ooh.
Also a country night. There's a group there local to Austin called Disco Cowboy that I'm playing with, so that should be fun.
I know that band. How do I know that band?
That doesn't surprise me. They're hipster, like you. And then I'm going to the CMT Awards.
Oh, cool. They still do that?
Yeah, they do it in Austin now. It's so weird. But I'm kind of down. I like Austin. So that's what I'm doing. What are you doing? That's the question.
I'm going to be in Dallas, Texas on April 19th at Las Colinas Country Club. April 19th through the 21st. Going to be playing golf with professional golfers, and you can come and hang out with us. Ben will be there and a bunch of other celebrities. It's a lot of fun. And yeah.
You mean you're going to skip Coachella to go
I'm going to skip the chow.
Okay. Fine.
But whatever. All right. Well, happy 300th episode.
Happy 300th, baby.
We did it.
Can't believe it.
We made it.
Reba's slaying.
Well, we couldn't have done it with. I know. Well, we couldn't have done it without you, YFTers out there.
True.
So we love you.
Love you guys.
This podcast has been brought to you by Podcast Nation.